All right. Hi, everyone. So we wanted to get together and just kind of do a question and answer for everyone. And I wanted you guys to or all of you guys to know who Jackie and Caitlin are because they are extremely amazing leaders in this business. So if you're not following them yet, please do so because they're amazing. And I love them.
Thanks.
I love you. You're amazing. So I wanted to just kind of do a question and answer for you guys. So if you guys have questions, just if you guys haven't already asked like on the team page, then just ask in the little chat area and we can get your questions answered. And most likely if there's a question, you guys, that you have, I guarantee there's probably tons of other people that had that same question. So don't be shy to ask. And then we have just a few questions that you guys have already asked. So we can just kind of start going through here. But Jackie and Caitlin, do you guys want to let everyone know who you are and just kind of?
Sure. Caitlin, you want to go? You go.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I've been in the business for, it'll be 4 years, the end of September. So, oh my gosh, it's gone by really, really fast. And I am the lucky girl who is friends with Amanda, and she was one of my very first people I ever signed up. So I always tell people, if you don't believe that one person can change your business, believe it, because she is a total rock star and absolutely changed my business. So definitely don't ever count that out. One person really will change your whole world. And Jackie, going off that too, Jackie was was another person that changed my world when she blitzed me and introduced this business to me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Really awkwardly blitzed her. I can't believe she even talked to me. But I am Jackie Sitton. I'm your Presidential Diamond Upline. So if you guys ever need anything, feel free to reach out, message, whatever. You guys are in awesome hands with Amanda. And Caitlin too. But Caitlin is the one person that came along that changed my business. And we always say it starts with one because it really does. And as cliche as I thought that sounded in the beginning, it's totally true. So Caitlin was mine, Amanda was hers, and Amanda has more than one though. I think she's just a rock star. So, but she can attest that it does, bringing in that one person really can change your business. So don't get down on yourself if you haven't found that one person to run with yet. So they're out there. I promise. I promise you they are. So you guys, I want to encourage you to not be shy, because if you are shy to ask a question, you can actually type in the chat to whoever you're most comfortable talking to, Amanda, Caitlin, or myself, and do it privately so you don't have to ask the whole group, or you can put it out publicly on this group chat if you want. But I want you guys to ask questions, because if you have a question, like Amanda said, somebody else has that same question. And that is how I learned, and how Caitlin learned, and how Amanda learned. We just asked a crap ton of questions all the time, okay? So we love questions. So should we just jump in, Amanda?
Yeah, I can just start asking you guys some of the questions, and then we can kind of just, whoever wants to answer can answer. But we also want to just kind of mention first, you guys, I know it's so amazing. We got that 2-week extension, those 14 days, which is so huge. That's amazing right there. So if you guys have not gotten your 4 customers yet, that's okay. There's still so much time. So this Zoom is going to help just kind of answer your guys' questions. So make sure you answer them and just kind of help you, over the next ending of this month and the next 14 days to kind of get you going. So, okay. So the first question somebody asked was, when people like or give hearts on my post, should I be contacting them, or am I missing out because I haven't been contacting them?
So I will say, because I've done both, I've done a lot of my business of waiting for people to contact me, and then I've done a lot of my business reaching out. And I will say that when I do not reach out to people, let's just say when I reach out to people who do like my posts, I get at least triple the amount of customers and distributors as I get when I just wait for people to come to me. And that's pretty much across the board every time. And I'm the first to admit that I will go through times where I'm not reaching out to people, and I'll go through times where I really am. And it's every single time I get triple the business at least.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like people are shy. And think about yourself, like when you're scrolling on Instagram, do you see stuff that you're interested in, but you don't necessarily like go and buy it at that exact moment or check out the website? But if that person was to message you and say, hey, are you interested in this? Yeah, I am. And the other thing I want to tell you at this time is like, make it as easy as you can for that person. Like offer to take their information, get them signed up, like make this an easy process for them. So that they actually do it, because we all get busy. And Caitlin, what's your story? Is it lip sense or what was it? You were like, no, the nails.
The nail things.
Yes, tell this story, because I love this story, because it's like you just tell it. You're better.
Oh, well, I don't remember what they're even called now, but those little like sticker nails. And I really wanted to try them. And I had like probably 3 or 4 people that had reached out and asked me if I wanted to try them. And I was like, yes, but nobody, I was like, but I'm not sure what I want. Like, can you recommend some things? Nobody actually took the time to like cater to me, which sounds bad, but I forget. And so I never got around to it. And I would see things and I would even like, I think Amanda got them and I was like, oh, I love yours. Like, those are cute. But still nobody had taken the time to say, like, what do you like? Let me send you some options. What's your credit card info? Let me get an order in for you. And so it was like a year until finally somebody did. And I like just told her, I was like, hey, yeah, I want those. I'm just going to take a picture of my credit card and send it to you and get the order in for me, because otherwise I will never order this. Like, it's not going to happen. And so it took like a year, but finally somebody did it. And it was just because I get distracted easily. So even if I got off here right now and was like, Amanda, I'm going to text you and give you that information. Like, Amanda knows when we get off of here, she's going to have to send me a message and say, don't forget to text me that information. So make sure you're taking care of people and following up with them and getting their orders in for them. Because otherwise, if they're a squirrel like me, it's gone.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of had this similar story, and it was with the Jamboree nails. So I don't know what they teach in that company, but I was so interested. It was just one person, but she was just like, okay, go to my website and order. And I was like, okay, I will. And I just never did. And probably a couple months went by and she never followed up. It was like a post that I saw that I was like, oh shoot, I need to go order that. And, so it's really important that we follow up with people and just, I make it simple and easy and just kind of, help them order it right then there on the spot. But the other thing is that posting is awesome, and it's a great way to put our business out there and to put our stuff out there, but it's not asking. So, just to answer that question too, it's, and I put a little conversation, just a little bit of a verbiage of what I send to people when they do like or comment on my post. But definitely you got to ask them and just say, hey, I saw that you loved on my post today. Are you interested in some more information? And you don't have to say like, do you want to buy this? You can just say like, do you want some more information on this? And then just be super, just helpful towards them. Cause yeah, sometimes they're just like scrolling through them. They're like, oh, I like that, but I don't have time to go message Amanda. And
right.
I don't have time to message. And so they'll forget. So
it's a way to put your feelers out and see who's interested, kind of who your warm market is, like who is really watching your stuff. And you'll notice a trend too, because some people will start to like your stuff over and over again, especially with opportunity posts. You'll notice that. You'll notice people will start liking your opportunity posts. They'll never reach out to you, but you'll notice like the frequency will increase. And usually those people do end up signing as distributors. So you'll see some of that action on your posts, especially with the distributor side of it, I feel like too, for repeat likes and stuff. And they won't reach out to you. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Or you guys, the other weird part is if they do reach out to you, so this cleanse deal, 2 people today reached out to me. They didn't like the post that I did. They just texted me. Like I would have had no idea if I wouldn't have put that post up. So you never know either way. So it's always good to reach out and ask.
Yeah, I get that too. Like people they haven't ever liked your post, but then all of a sudden they will kind of reach out to you. But and then the other thing, I don't know if she's on here right now, but Michelle is a total rock star. And you guys reached out to her probably since 2015. And I would all the time, like, just try to get her, to join the business and just say, hey, are you ready to do this? And she, for the longest time, wouldn't even respond to me. And then just last month, or before the $9.99 deal came out, she was like, okay, Amanda, I know you've messaged me for like 6 months straight and I've been too afraid to message you back. She was like, but I want to do this business so bad with you. So, and she jumped in and she's a total rock star, you guys. So.
How funny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know. So, I don't know if she's on here right now. So if you are, Michelle, you're a rock star for sure. Okay. So definitely ask people, you guys, and don't stop when they say no. Like if they're like, no, I'm never interested, don't message me again, then obviously don't message them again. But if they say no, it's not no for now. It's just not no at that time. It's not no forever, you know, it's just no at that time. Okay, so number 2, I struggle with posting. How often should I be posting, and what tips do you have for me so that I can overcome this? I think she just doesn't know what to post.
So follow different leaders is my best advice. That's how I learned how to post. And really be thoughtful with your posts. I think this is kind of going to cross into the auto shipment thing, but you know, and I won't go into my whole auto shipment spiel just yet, but if you guys are using the products, you should have something to post about. And that's where your auto ship comes in. If you are a product of the product, if you're using your its vital core every day, if you're taking your greens every day, that's a post. So that's a lifestyle post. Sorry, my husband just got home, so there's a freak for getting started. Wow. Anyway, I think it was like the first time the garage door ever opened every single time. I'm going to let Caitlin go while this barking stops.
Okay, so what I do is I feel like I've been through a lot of different cycles with my posting, and I think for a long time I was just like posting constantly about it works. So like I know some people are really afraid to post about it works. I was like the other one, where I was like, it works. So I am kind of, what I have gotten into the rhythm of doing and works for me is I have like 5 categories that I post from. And one of them is obviously going to be like my business. One is going to be products. And then I have like something funny or inspiration and family. And so those are kind of my things. And like sometimes I'll do like cooking, like something within lifestyle. And so basically what I do is I just rotate posts like that. And I think of every time before I post, I think of like, what am I offering as far as like, what kind of benefit are people getting from seeing this? Because I don't want to seem like a commercial. And the majority of people on my social media, I've never even met personally. And so I want people to not only trust me, but I want them to feel like they know me. They know who I am. They know, you know, like they know about my kids. They know about my business, you know, they know a lot of different aspects of me. And so before I post, like I'll look at things and say, is this how I would talk to a friend? And I'll read it out loud. And if I'm like, oh my gosh, I would never say that if I was talking to Amanda, you know, or I'd never say that if I was talking to Jackie, I take it down and I rewrite it because then it's not going to come across as genuine. So I always try to talk as if I talk to a friend. So reword things, guys, because that's important. If people see that you're just posting someone else's words and that's not how you talk, they're going to think you got hacked or something. So reword things, and just, you know, be genuine, be consistent for sure. That's the most important. Is I think people like are hoping that they're going to get rich in a month instead of looking at this as like a long-term game where like, if you just stay consistent, it is going to work out for all of you, but it's not like large tasks that you're doing every day. It's just small tasks you're doing every day. So just be consistent and, you know, think of, like I said, just think of like, what value are you giving people? Like I'll post about my morning shake on like my Instagram stories every single day. And even though I don't sell a ton of shake, a lot of people message me about the shake and then end up buying other products. So, and it's like, I literally every day I'm just making a shake. but people are watching. So, just stay consistent with it.
Yeah, I love that too. I think consistency is so big. What I try to do is and I don't know who I got this from, but maybe Jackie, I don't remember, but pick a product, like 1 or 2 products, and post that like the entire week. So like that's what I will try to do. I always tend to post about like my favorite products, which is like greens, hair, skin, nails, like that kind of stuff. But I do my shake all the time too. And so the last, like not last week, but like a week before, I was like doing videos on shakes, doing posts on shakes, and like every single day I had something about a shake, like what I was making with a shake. And I don't sell a lot of shakes either, but when I was doing that week, I had 2 people get shakes. So pick a product, like pick 1 or 2 products that you want to focus on like that entire week, and just be consistent. Post about that product every single day. But if you guys don't, like I said, if you guys don't follow Jackie and Caitlin, definitely do, because they bring value to their posts. And that's what's really important, is they're bringing value where, their followers are going to say like, oh, wow, like that's super funny from Caitlin. Like she's awesome. Like she cracks me up. And then they're going to keep following her because she cracks people up. And then she's going to throw in a product post and they're going to be like, oh, wow, she does that. Like I'm going to message her and get that from her. So find something that you can bring value to, what you can bring value to for your, like, look to see like what kind of people your friends are on Facebook and how you can bring value to them. So I have a lot of like moms or like people. So I try to bring a lot of value to like, I post a lot about me being a stay-at-home mom, or how I retired my career, and then I'll throw in like, other stuff too. So just you got to find your groove. But I think consistency, like Caitlin said, is so, so important.
Sorry, you guys, about the dog interruption there.
Oh,
No, I was just going to say that, I agree with everything you guys said for sure. But also, I can't stress enough that you should be using the products. And that is how you're going to post. And that is how you're going to find what you love. And if you're using the products, you're going to love them, and you're going to have something that you want to shout from the rooftops and tell everybody about. So the greens was that for me. I was like, I'm wearing a shirt that says Greens Queen for a reason, because it's my favorite. And so I sell a lot of greens, and you're going to find that there's something that you love that you are going to tend to sell a lot of, because if you're pushing something. But I love that idea of taking a product and kind of featuring it. You guys, and then I had one more thing, and now it just left my brain. Posting, what were we talking about? I'll think of it in a second, I swear. Okay, let's keep going.
Karen said, what do you suggest when life has gotten crazy and you have not been posting? What do you think will bring me back?
Oh, I'm guilty. Like sometimes life gets in my way, but I will tell you guys that I believe in the importance of posting, but I built my business belly to belly with parties and talking to people and wearing my It Works gear. And so I think you should have a good balance between posting, and also if you're not posting as much one week, make sure you're still telling people about it one way or the other, whether you're wearing your It Works hat, running errands. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of different ways to shout and tell people about your business. And I'm not saying don't be consistent with posting. I don't want that to be misconstrued, because trust me, like consistency is key for sure. But life does get in the way. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. When you're posting, think about what attracted you to this business. Post about that. If you wanted your office view to be your kids swimming in the pool, take a picture of your kids swimming in the pool and get your laptop in there and say, this is my office for today. Think about what attracted you to this business, because that's what's going to attract other people to this business. Okay, so all the reasons that you joined, write those down and make posts related to that. Like that's what's going to bring people in, and that's going to make you have genuine posts, because that's real, you guys. That's what attracted you to this, right? So that, if you get a fast start bonus, I love these posts, fast start bonus, and you get that $100 and you go to Target, take a picture of your cart and your kids in your cart at Target, and like you can do the pick overlay and say, today's Target run paid for by my weekly fast start bonus. Thank you, It Works Global. Like it can be as simple as that. So think about those small wins. It doesn't have to be a $50,000 bonus. Those are great. Those are awesome, but those are not why people initially signed up necessarily. They signed up for those small wins of $500 a month, $1,000 a month, things like that. So try to remember that and incorporate that in, because those little things are like the life-changing things for people, to be honest. Not that those big bonuses aren't, but those can sometimes make people think this is unrealistic. Caitlin and I just had a conversation about that today, you know? Sorry, I knew I'd remember what I was going to say later, and it's totally off the topic what we were talking about. Sorry, Caitlin.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, like, it sounds to me, you just feel overwhelmed. And so now you feel like you don't know how to get back into it. And so that's okay, because all you have to do is what's one post that you could make today, and just start there, you know. And one post would be, hey, you know, I have an awesome deal going on right now for a cleanse. And honestly, it would be great to go live, because, you know, that will get people's attention. And, you know, a lot of people don't know, but they're, you know, they're not absorbing nutrition from supplements, from food. The reason they're not losing weight is because their bodies are toxic. And so I typically try to start everyone on a cleanse, just because they get way better results with their health goals if they start out that way. So, you know, go live if you know, or at least just make a post, and right there, you just got yourself back in the game. And then, okay, that's one down. And then what's one thing you can do tomorrow? You know, what's one post you can make tomorrow? And just start with baby steps. And, you know, even if it's like you can commit to making that one post a day, start there, and then you can start adding on. You know, I love to get people on Monday night calls, because that's a great way to get motivated, in the Show Me the Money call. And that's a great way to feel like, to hear inspiration and to feel like you're back in the game again. And so, you know, maybe you can commit to getting on the Monday night call every Monday, but just, you know, choose those small things to get yourself going again. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I mean, obviously, if you're having like baby daddy drama, don't go posting about that. But it's like, you know, if, but, you know, you don't want to go calling out your ex or anything on Facebook. But at the same time, if you're having an overwhelming time, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and saying, you know what, I committed, you know, to doing this business, and the life has been overwhelming. And, you know, I'm getting back into it, and I'm realizing that this is something that I can do on the side, and it's going to change my family's life. Or, you know, like, I mean, whatever you want to say, but just be real with people. You don't have to be perfect. If you act perfect, nobody's going to like you anyway.
And also, you guys, you don't owe anyone an explanation. And if I'm being totally honest, this is going to sound harsh, but it's from Pam Souter. Just get over yourself. I had to say that to myself. People aren't watching. I mean, they're watching your stuff, but they're scrolling. They're not taking stock and saying, oh my God, Jackie didn't post for a week. Bet she quit. I bet she quit. No one's thinking that. So just jump in and do your post, because we get in our own heads. Those people are not thinking that about your stuff, that they haven't seen something on your wall. You know, it's just best to jump in, like Caitlin said, and whether you want to just throw yourself. Sometimes I've thrown myself and been like, life's been crazy, but I've still been so blessed to be able to work my business on the side. But I just want you guys to know we're having an awesome sale right now. Like, you can still incorporate how this business works with the crazy life, that you're able to do it on your phone on the go. And so just get creative.
Yeah, definitely. And then the other thing is, like, if you feel like you are like in that slump or something, which if you haven't been in a slump yet, you will get in a slump. Like, it's life, it's a business, that's how every business is. So self-development and personal growth is going to be so huge. And I know we all talk about that so much, but it really will be. Like, I'll have like a few days where, or even like a week where I'm like, gosh, my posts are just like not me. Like, they're just not on. Like, they're just, I feel like they're just like not, it's just because like I might have been like lacking in my self-development, or I might just not fully be like you know, I just could be like in a slump. But every single time, either I get on like a Zoom, or I have Caitlin and Jackie as my accountability partners, I'll message them, or I read a book, or I do something just to kind of get my mind right. And that always helps me get out of that slump. So I think like having that accountability partner, go to your sponsor, you know, and just say, hey, I've been in a slump with posting, just with life in general, and I'm kind of overwhelmed. Like, what can I do? You know? So talk to people, post on the team page, do self-development, all that kind of stuff will help. But that was a really good question.
Very good.
Yeah, because I think when we feel inspired, we want to share, at least for me, I feel inspired. I want to share it with everyone immediately. I'm so excited. And so it's always kind of a sign to me that like I'm not being inspired. I'm not excited about life if I feel like I have nothing to share. And it does happen to all of us. And so it's, you know, and you could go out and like get excited about like a new meal and post about that. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to just be it work stuff, you know, anything that people get excited about.
Yeah, they say post out like the F. So like friendship, family, faith, food. Like people love pictures of food. Like seriously, like every time I post like a food picture, I get like tons of comments and likes. What are some of the other F's? Fitness,
Faces,
selfies, yeah, like all that kind of stuff. So just you know, just kind of be creative and follow, like Jackie said at the beginning, follow you know, leaders, people who will inspire you to get different ideas. Okay, someone said, I'm not getting a lot of action from my followers or friends when I do post. How do I change this?
Grow your network.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't sit around and wait for your friends to come around. They will, but you can't sit and wait. And everybody has a different network. Some people start out and their network is like, hook me up, I'm ready to go. And other people, their network's like, I'm going to sit and watch you. I don't believe in this, you know, and you don't know. And it's fine. Whatever your network is, it's totally fine. But you have to make sure you're adding new people every single day to your network. So new people are seeing what you're doing, because otherwise you're not going to make any money. We're network marketing because we network.
Mm-hmm. And even if like you grow your network, like I have grown my network all the way to like 5,000 friends on Facebook, because that's the limit you can have. I have literally then gone and deleted like 200 of those friends and then rebuilt my network back up. I do that all the time. I'll remove people and add people. Like I add people every day, but I'm constantly removing people too. So even if like you've been in this business, because I know that some of you guys have already been in this business and have grown your network, you know, continue growing your network every day. Continue getting fresh people in every day. My customers, some of like my customers that happen on the spot are people I just had. So, so definitely Caitlin and Jackie are both right on. Just grow your network. And then
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just going to say one thing you can do is look at time of day that you're posting and do some experimentation with time of day. Realize that, again, 7% maybe, if you're lucky, are seeing your actual posts. And then also, if you're not getting a lot of action on your posts, are you giving people action on their posts? I think that's the other thing. Like, are you interacting with other people? Because you want to be interacting with the people that is your demographic, because that's how they're going to see your stuff. Have you ever noticed? Do an experiment, guys. If you haven't done this before, type in someone's name that you haven't seen pop up in your newsfeed for a while, but you know they post, okay? Go to their page, type them in, like one of their most recent posts, and then tomorrow, I guarantee you, their stuff's going to show in your newsfeed. So if you're not interacting, don't expect interaction back. So make sure it's a give and take.
Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely. Okay, how do you generally share about the product when you can't use it?
Well, we have almost 40 products, so there's got to be one, hopefully, that you can use. If there is a very popular product, like let's say you can't use the wraps, okay? There are plenty of testimonials that you can share from other people. And you've seen it work thousands of times. And you've wrapped people yourself and seen it, or I hope you've wrapped people and seen it work firsthand for your own eyes to share with people. And you can't help it if you have an allergy to an herb that's in there, or you can't help it if you can't use it because of a medication that you're on. Be honest with people. Be like, I would love to use it. So many people have amazing results with it. I can't because of this, but that doesn't mean that I don't recommend it, you know? So just be upfront and use other people's stories and before and afters, because that's what they're there for.
Yeah. And if you're pregnant or nursing, like you can use the stretch mark cream, the skincare line. I know when I was pregnant, I took, because I know we don't test on pregnant women or nursing, but when I was pregnant, I used the greens, I used the shake, and I just took them to my doctor and just they just looked over the ingredients. So there was a product that we don't test on that I wanted to use, and I just got the approval by my doctor. So you'd be surprised of what they would actually approve when we don't, we just don't test it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what other questions. There were some other ones. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so I seem to lose people after I tell them the price. What am I doing wrong?
Caitlin, you're good at that one.
So, well, I feel like price is all about kind of like your attitude about it. It could be your wording. So it could be like how you're wording it. So maybe like Run Your Wording by Amanda. I love to have people send me screenshots of their conversations. I know sometimes that's uncomfortable, but typically I can pick out exactly where the conversation went wrong. And usually it's like a 2-word tweak. And then it's like, it's fine. I do like to give the retail price first because everybody likes a deal. And then I give the loyal customer pricing. I might say wholesale customer, it just depends. So that could be one reason. I think a lot of it is your attitude about it. Like I know coming from a spa, like and hairstylist background, I think our products are like so reasonably priced. It's ridiculous. So like when I heard the wraps were $25, I was like, wait, what? I was expecting a wrap to be at least $150. And so when I talk about the wraps, I don't go about it and I'm like, and if you want a wrap.
Uh-oh. I know.
Oh my God. We're going to get a wrap on you for $25. Oh, did I freeze?
Just for a second, but it came back.
Okay. Because to me, that is the best deal in the world. $25 and you get skinny. That still blows my mind. And so it just depends on what's your attitude about it. Like, do you feel like it's a lot of money or do you feel like it's a great deal? Like what value do you see in it? Because typically that's the value that your customer is going to see in it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And it's all about when we first start out, I know we're just not that confident about what we're doing because we're new. We just don't really know. But like what you say, like what Kaylin just said, if you value these and you think okay, that is a smoking deal for this wrap, you're going to portray that attitude towards them and you're going to portray confidence. You're going to portray that that is a smoking deal, so it's going to be a lot easier for them to just say, okay, perfect. And I do the same thing with Caitlin. I'll say, if somebody says, how much is the hair, skin, and nails? I say, retail, for retail, it's $55, but for, today for my discount, it's $33. So I always kind of say that because then they're like, oh, heck yeah, give me the, the wholesale price. So, okay, let's see. Hold on, this one's a long one. Okay, so I posted this on Facebook, but I'm stumped to exactly I want to say to people's walls. To all of my Facebook friends, I need your help. With your permission, I'd like to post one post on your wall to help me expand my business. You may not be interested in my business, but your friends and family might be. My goal is to reach as many people as possible. If you would allow me to post on your wall, please comment yes in the comments. So pretty much she's made a post asking other people to, she's made a post asking if she could post on other people's walls. And she's feeling stumped about what to say after they say yes, I think.
I love the host to post. I think that's a great idea to expand your network. Anyone who then likes and comments on those posts that are hosted by your friends, add those people to your network. So there's a really quick way to expand your network. As far as what you post, I would say look at your demographic. If you have people, I always tend to go to our top sellers for stuff like that, like hair, skin, and nails. I can find some really bomb before and after photos of hair, skin, and nails to put in the comments. The cleanse, I love the cleanse. I have a great personal testimony with that. The greens, I have another awesome personal testimony that just because I love it, like my excitement comes through with my posts. So I would just pick a product post and start with that. I feel like people are more likely to react to product posts than opportunity posts with hosting a post. Personally, you can always bring the opportunity up during the discussion, but I feel like you'll get more engagement. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know.
That's what I do. I do a product post just of like, usually it's typically something like hair, skin, and nails. It could be greens. Like, one of our top sellers, it could be wraps. And I'll just write the post for them. And then I'll have them say, my girlfriend's offering 40% off of this product today. So comment below if you want more info. And then I'll look at who likes the post and who comments on the post. But a lot of times if they say, like my friend is offering this at 40% off today, people are like more receptive to do it because they're like, oh, okay, she's just sharing a good deal,
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a no pressure buy.
That's
Yeah,
a good
I
idea.
agree. I say a product post for sure, and I say keep it simple, and I would have them post it for you instead of you posting on their wall because it's going to reach their friends more. So I would have them post it and just do what Caitlin said, just give them a little post. I like to just be simple and just say, hey friends, who here is trying to grow out their hair? My friend Amanda Busher, and I have them tag me in it. My friend Amanda Busher is looking for 10 product models. And then, and have them post it and tag you in it. So that's what I would do. And then what you do is like what Jackie and Caitlin just said, add all those people to everyone who comments on their post, add those people to your network and just message them and say, hey, Karen, I saw that you liked this post. Are you interested in growing out your hair? And then just kind of take the conversation from there.
Amanda, there was a couple of questions at the beginning. Why should I run an auto shipment? What's the benefit of keeping my website on?
Yes. You want to that one?
Because I'm auto ship. I'm one of the cray crays who is auto ship.
No.
You're gonna do this. But you guys have to understand, we didn't used to have 150 PVV. That was not an option 5 years ago when I started this business. Auto ship was law, and that is the way it goes. Like if you didn't run an auto ship, you didn't promote. So I love that ItWorks has given us those two options now. But one thing I'm seeing is sometimes that PVV option, I don't know, I feel like you need a little skin in the game sometimes. You know what I mean? Like that really, if you're putting even $100 a month into your business, you're more likely to take that a little more seriously, and personally, I could never sell something that I wasn't using. And if I see anyone struggling with this business, the first thing I do is look and see if they have an auto ship on. If they don't, I can tell you right now that's why they're struggling, because that's why they're not posting. That's why they don't know what to say. That's why they don't have a passion or a fire lit inside of them. If you're not investing in your business and in yourself, your business is not going to grow. It's just not going to. So I know when you first get started, that PVV option is great because sometimes we don't have the money after just spending that $99. But that's also why ItWorks Global makes you automatically commissions qualified for the first 30 days after you start, or for that first month, I should say. So I guess if I have someone who starts this business, I am pretty upfront about the auto ship with them. And it's kind of, in my opinion, a level of commitment. Like, are you committed to running your business? This is your own independent business, and this is your only overhead. And it's something that if you're not willing to invest in your business that way, it makes me question how you're going to invest in your business other ways. And I'm just being totally honest. That's just 5 years of experience. And you really, it's hard. It feels very hypocritical to sell something that you're not using. And it's almost near impossible, in my opinion. Like, I really feel like it is. And you don't have to use everything. Just find your favorite. Find your favorites, okay? Or if you can't, Caitlin, tell your story. You sold wraps. You ran an auto shipment. You did not have the money to run an auto shipment. And you have never lost a dime in this business because you sold your products, because that's what we're allowed to do. We can sell our wraps or our products.
I think that's why I took it so seriously, is because when Jackie, at that time, it was $125 a month to run your business. And that was like a non-negotiable. And I was like, ugh. like, I don't have $125 a month to run my business. Like, I'm on $40 a week grocery budget. And so it was like, I had to commit. I couldn't just like dip my toe in the water and be like, well, maybe I'm going to work. Like, maybe we'll see how it goes. Cause like, let's be real. Business doesn't work that way. Okay. Like, crafting does. Sure. Dip your toe in the water when you craft all you want. But this is a business. Like, you're either in or you're out, because businesses don't just fall into place and work themselves and like happen. Like, they take planning, they take intention. You know, you have to be intentional, and you do have to have skin in the game. And so when I committed to this, I didn't even tell my husband. My husband's like, wait, what did you just sign up for? And I knew that, like, I had just, put a lot on the line, so I had to make it work. And so I hustled my butt off. And in the first month, I made $800 in wrap cash alone, which was incredible and exciting. And that's what got my business off on the right start. And it was that excitement that got Amanda on my team, because I went over to her house and I was like on cloud 9 with all this wrap cash. And she was like, wait, what are you doing? And so, like, you need to have skin in the game. You need to commit to that. This is your business. Like, you're in it to make money, not to dabble and craft. So
yeah,
get your Autoship on.
Well, and also, if most of us did join to make some money, so that means being commissions qualified. And I know that I want to ensure that I'm commissions qualified every single month. Like, I don't want to leave it up to my loyal customers. So I'm going to give you guys a scenario. Let's say your BBV is, I'm going to make it easy on myself. 150, let's say 154. Let's say your BV is 154, okay? And you're like, I'm good to go. My BV is 154. It's over 150. It's the last day of the month, and it's 4 p.m. And you're like, commissions qualified. I'm good to go. I'm going to get in that Ruby check. Well, you might not, because you didn't know your customer returned a box of wraps and it processed at 4:45 that day. So now you just dropped down to 100 PBV and you're not commissions qualified anymore. And it's the last day of the month and you can't run an auto shipment. So I don't like—
It's up until commissions are paid on the 15th. Yeah.
So I don't like rolling the dice, like, I'm not into that. So I like to ensure that I'm going to give myself a paycheck, because that's what I got into this business to do. But again, I like the option when you're first starting out, because I know with that $99 kit, sometimes that stretches people thin, and they don't have that extra money for that auto shipment. So I like that other option's available, but you should always be teaching your new distributors that auto ship is where they should be shooting to go, because you want them to teach their new distributors that, and so on and so forth. Because if you start a culture of not running an auto shipment, that person's going to teach the next person not to run an auto shipment. That person's going to teach the next person. And you're going to have an entire generation not running auto shipments, which is going to affect people's promotions. It's going to affect your cabs, which are leadership bonuses. It's going to affect their fast start bonuses. There's a lot more to it. The other thing, why do you need your website on? Because it's 2017. And if you have a business without a website, forget about it. Like, it's 2017. Like, that's all I can say about that. Like, it's $20 a month. And I think it's personally a necessity if you want to run a successful business, because it's not just your website, it's your e-suite. And if you want to work your business, you need that online office. You have to be able to do the things in that online office, like move customers and move distributors, in order for you to be successful. So if you want to be successful, website is necessary, in my opinion.
Well, and if you're worried about a $20 website fee, like, you need to work your business more than anyone. Like, you need this business bad. Like I said, I was on a $40 a week grocery budget for a family of 4. That is just, like, hardly even possible, or at least where we live. And so, like, I get it when people are under, like, money constraints. Like, there's no judgment here, but at the same time, like, you have to be willing to get outside of your comfort zone. Like, for me, I was not, like, this was very uncomfortable for me. I was not somebody that posted on—
Oh, she froze again.
on social media. I am a completely different person now than I was when I first started. Like, this was completely terrifying to me. And it was just, I had to make that decision. Like, do I want to continue living like this for the rest of my life? Or do I want to push myself outside of my comfort zone and change this? And so if that $20 is freaking you out, like, you need to push yourself outside your comfort zone and just like make that commitment to yourself that you're going to change this, because you shouldn't stress over $20 a month. Like nobody should. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Amen.
Definitely. You guys nailed that.
Sorry, I had to get the Autoship thing in.
Oh, I think it's so important too. And I always this is a business. So typically to run a business, you guys, overhead is so much. Like you have, it is way more than that 80 BB auto shipment that we have. So to run a business and that 80 BB is our auto shipment every month. That's our overhead every month, So if you just think of it that way, and it's just a way it's a way for us to use the products. It's a way for us to sell the products. It's a way for us to keep our business going. So I agree. Okay, let's see.
Someone on here posted one. It was, when's the best time to post, or is there a best time to post?
Okay.
I think it's going to be completely up to your friends list. Like you're going to have to do some kind of tweaking. There's websites that'll tell you like this is the best time to post on Instagram, or this is the best time to post on Facebook. But personally, I've just found it by trial and error, I guess. But I know early mornings seem to be good and really, really late at night. Caitlin and Amanda, do you guys agree?
Yeah, I think it's kind of, for me, I try to post about every 2-3 hours. Sometimes even sooner than that, depending on like how my day is, or if I really want to get a post out or whatever. But the thing is if you have, I have people who are East Coast, I have people who are Central Standard Time, I have people who are in Arizona. So some people that I might post in the morning, they're not going to see it because they're already at work. They're in East Coast time. So then I try to post again in a couple hours so that my East Coast people can see that. And then I'll try to post again at lunchtime so that my Mountain Standard Time people can see it. So I try to post it out every, I would say 2 to 3 hours. That way that all of my people are seeing all my posts. And then, but I always find that like I'll go live at a certain time, and I know what time when I go live, I'm getting majority of my followers that are going to jump on. So I would definitely say if you're having like a hard time posting, or you're just kind of getting into posting, just make it a rule of thumb to post in the morning, lunch, and then before you go to bed. So that's kind of what I do, but I know everyone's kind of different with their posting.
And when I say trial and error, I just mean see when you're getting the most interaction on your posts. Like when I post at 4 p.m., it's crickets. No one's looking at Facebook at 4 p.m. They're either getting off work, driving home. So just, you're going to have to kind of see like when people are interacting. When are you getting your most likes? Like when are you getting your most comments? And that's when I would stick to that's how I stick to my posting schedule. And not all the time. Sometimes I throw a post up whenever, but.
Yeah. And the other thing is, you guys too, like if I do a post and I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't get a lot of interaction, I'll go in a couple hours, just make a comment underneath that post, and it gets pushed back into like the news feed. So I've even done that where I've done a post like a couple weeks ago and I commented under it, and people are seeing that post today. So if you've done a post and you're like, this is an awesome post, but I didn't get a lot of likes or comments on it, just make a comment under there. Or even what I've done is I have an accountability group, and I'm just like, hey, you guys, can you guys comment on my post that I just did, just to get some more interaction on it? So just to kind of bump it into like the system a little bit. But yeah, I think just, just being consistent is going to be what it's going to take, I think.
And then Amanda, the other question was, I need to get plugged in, or I keep saying I need to get plugged in. What's the importance? I feel like you kind of touched on that a little bit with personal development.
Yeah. I think being plugged in is just so important. Coming to, our weekly, whether we do weekly power hours, or there's always, either if we're not doing a team meeting, there's going to be somebody on the team who's going to do a team meeting. So staying plugged in, because I know for me, and I know for probably Caitlin and Jackie too, these kind of things are where we learn. Like if we are not learning the business, how do we work the business? You know what I mean? So you got to get plugged in. You got to learn how to work the business so that you can work the business. You got to get into these kind of groups, because we are all like-minded people. We all want to succeed. We all want to be empowering. We all want to be, leaders. And so, being around positive, inspiring people will get you pumped up, excited. I know whenever I'm feeling down in the dumps, or just having not, you know, not feeling like I'm even working. If I put on, like, if I go to YouTube and I, you know, put on a YouTube video that's inspiring, I'm like ready to go after that. So getting plugged in is really important. Do you guys have anything you want to add on that?
Well, and I just think too, like everybody, it's just human nature to want to feel like you're a part of something. And so, and this is a business that I think is the challenging part, is that you're like holding yourself accountable. You don't have a boss or a manager that's saying like, hey, have you done this? This is what you're going to do today. Here are your tasks. And so it can be easy to fall off. And so if you're constantly plugging in, you're getting inspired, you're getting new ideas, it forces you to dream bigger than you would ever dream. Because I know when I started hearing other people's stories, I was like, wait, what? Like, that's possible? And so I just think there's a lot of reasons. But the more you feel like you're part of something, you know, like it's like the same reason why workout groups, you know, work more for people. Because when they have a group where they're because they have, you know, that partnership, that friendship, that camaraderie. And it's the same with this business. So there's a lot of reasons why you're going to benefit from plugging in.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there any more?
Right, I think that was it. Do you guys have any other questions you guys want to ask? Those were really good questions.
They were good questions. I know. This was fun.
Yeah.
We should do it again. I like it.
Let's do it. Let's make a date.
Yeah.
I know. I love it.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for having us on. It was awesome.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, we love hearing from you, and I just want everyone to know you guys, because I know just how amazing you guys are.
Oh, I love you.
Thanks. We love you.
We love you, girlfriend. And if you guys, let's see, are you going to post this recording somewhere?
Yeah, I could post on Rewiring.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, guys.
All right, guys. Bye, guys. See you later.